translating into the labor market. Partly it's because we have a demographic crisis. We didn't make enough babies. We killed tens of millions of them. But the other thing is the trade war off and on again. The manufacturing jobs have been down for a year. The trade war is not helping manufacturing. It was designed to, but it doesn't help because it creates uncertainty. So again, the economy generally is booming, generally quite strong. Inflation's still a little higher than we would want, and the labor market is just not there yet. I think with the war, we end the war, get clarity on trade, then we can have a booming labor market as well.
Yeah, very good. Walker, I'll give you the last word today as we pivot back to corporate engagement. What are you really excited about as you think about the balance of this year?
Yeah, we just got to keep stacking up the victories, and then as Jerry reminds us, we got to just keep an eye on these companies. We cannot kind of fall asleep at the wheel and allow them to revert back to their old ways. So that's our top priority.
Gentlemen, we appreciate your work, and thanks for this update. Great work.
God bless.
All right, that's Walker Wildman, Vice President here at the American Family Association, CEO of AFA Action. Also Jerry Boyer, who joins us each week, is our resident economist, doing some great work, and we always look forward to his insights on what's happening in the markets. Well, folks, that's going to round out another week for us. Thanks for being along with us today. Thank you for your calls and your emails and your texts. Here's what I hope, that you come away from today realizing that if we're not careful, the way we handle money can subtly come in and capture our hearts. We can't let that happen. God is our ultimate treasure. Money, though, is a powerful tool to be used for God's glory, for kingdom advancement, for our enjoyment, for provision. Let's make sure we keep it in its proper place. The only way we do that is when we stay rooted in God's Word. We'll help you do that each day as we come together in this program. But let's make sure we stay encouraged with one another to focus back on God ultimately being our treasure. Big thanks to my team today, Patty, Devin, Taylor, and everybody here at Faith Fi. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
90.5 KTXG Greenville, Dallas.
Is only for Donald Trump. It's not for the Republican Party. And I think this is another thing that we as conservatives have failed to do during the entire arc of the Trump era, is actually take the Trump voters and convert them into genuine conservatives.
Start your weekdays with insight from Jenna Ellis in the morning, 7 o'clock Central Time on American Family Radio. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
Almost TPU. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, caught in a tight primary runoff race with a Republican nomination for U.S. Senate, is hinting that he might drop out of the race to give incumbent John Cornyn a clear path to the nomination. Casey Stegall with Fox 4 Dallas has more.
In Texas's high-stake U.S. Senate race, the biggest question right now isn't just who wins the Republican runoff, it's whether one of the candidates will stay in the race at all. Wednesday night, Paxton declared he would not bow out. Thursday morning, President Trump told Politico that was, quote, bad for him to say, adding, maybe that leaves me to go the other direction, inferring he'd endorse Senator Cornyn. Then by late Thursday morning, Paxton wrote on X, I would consider dropping out of this race if Senate leadership agrees to lift the filibuster and passes the Save America Act.
American military leaders are touting success in Operation Epic Fury, saying strikes are whittling down Iran's defense industry as American forces prepare to move on to the next phase of the attack. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth denies concerns that the strikes will lead to an uptick in immigration to the U.S. from the Middle East.
I think, as the president has pointed out for a long time, there are a lot of countries in the region who would be capable of providing that kind of support if need be, but that's certainly not something we're planning on.
Defense contractors plan to meet at the White House amid the war in the Middle East. Madeline Rivera has more.
The President and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth have publicly expressed confidence in the country's munitions stockpile. They say the U.S. has a, quote, virtually unlimited supply of medium and upper-grade, medium-grade weapons, giving the country an open-ended timeline to finish its mission in Iran. But the lack of a definitive deadline and the escalating military campaign in Iran is exactly why some lawmakers have concerns about the country's weapons stockpile. Defense industry executives from Lockheed Martin, RTX Corporation, and L3Harris are expected to meet at the White House. The Wall Street Journal reports the Pentagon is particularly looking to replenish Patriot, Tomahawk, and THAAD missile systems.
President Trump nominates Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen to be the next Homeland Security Secretary after firing Kristi Noem. House Speaker Mike Johnson says the senator will be extraordinary.
He's a tough guy, he's smart, he's pragmatic, he'll get the job done for the president and continue this agenda, and congrats to both of them. Kristi will have, I think, a great role to play in that special envoy position, and will continue to advance the America First agenda together.
We may or may not have heard the last of a case involving a California law. Chris Woodward explains.
California wants to prevent schools from notifying parents when their children want to transition in class. The U.S. Supreme Court has for now blocked the law after an emergency appeal from Thomas More Society. The ruling sends the case back to a lower court, but Thomas More Society attorney Michael McHale hopes this effectively ends the case.
It will be remanded to the Ninth Circuit, which is where the case is currently pending, because the state of California had appealed the permanent injunction that the district court had granted against California's crazy policies here. So the state had appealed that, and it also, along with that appeal, gotten this stay of the injunction from the Ninth Circuit. The Ninth Circuit had issued an emergency and temporary stay.
It is because of that action by the Ninth Circuit that Thomas More Society went to the U.S. Supreme Court for the emergency reversal that was granted earlier this week.
Now the case, technically proceeds in the Ninth Circuit per normal. We're hoping that, this eventually ends the case, but, that remains to be seen.
Thomas More Society represents parents and teachers in this case. The parents want to be notified. The teachers don't want to keep things from parents. Meanwhile, McHale said this is not just happening in California.
Something like 6,000 schools across the country have similar parental exclusion policies, and there have been numerous lawsuits across the country and numerous appeals to the Supreme Court, including several that are pending right now.
I'm Chris Woodward.
And world shares are mixed following a retreat on Wall Street, while the price of oil resumed its upward climb, hitting its highest level in nearly 2 years. More news online at afn.net, and download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
The American Family Association's mission is to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. We also support the church. Our goal is to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. We believe true morality flows from biblical principles and directs people to the manner in which God intends them to live.
Thank you for standing with the American Family Association as we seek to stop the erosion of godly values. It's First Time Caller Day on Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
It is first time callers, so start lining up, folks. If you've never been on the show with us, today could be your day.
So first time callers only today, and we're going to ask 3 questions each.
The quack of a duck does not produce an echo. Is that true or false?
It falls under the category of it's just wrong. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Today is March the 6th, 2026.
Michelangelo's birthday. He was born on this day.
Speaking of birthdays,
Michelangelo was born on this day.
Yes.
So was I.
Yeah.
What? Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
That's good, Brent. Brent really did. That's good stuff there. I always felt a kindred spirit with Michelangelo. I don't know, even though we lived, centuries apart.
That's right.
In terms of our artistic ability.
Yeah, it all makes sense to me now.
Sculpting, yeah. I can picture you laying on your back on some scaffolding there.
Can you now?
Yes, absolutely. In the Vatican.
Yeah, taking a nap. Hey, everybody, Trivia Friday it is my birthday. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Tim, with Jonathan, and JJ, we thank you for listening. So the staff this morning, or at least some of the folks on Executive 4 up there, they gave me a gift.
Right.
And they gave me a gift for my birthday, and I sent it to Brent to post it on our Today's Issues Facebook page. It's a coffee mug, okay? It's got President Trump's picture on it, right? And it says, "You're a great golfer. You're really, really a great golfer. The best, really terrific, just fantastic." It says, other golfers, they're losers. Total disasters. Everyone agrees you are the very best. Believe me.
Oh, my word.
Isn't that great?
And we can all hear him saying that.
I did my poor copy of President Trump.
No,
it's a hilarious.
Fun.
It's a great gift from some of my friends here on staff.
Now, please tell listeners, you and your siblings nearly made it into the Guinness Book of World Records. We carry on with a lot of craziness. That is the truth.
That is the truth. So, I was born in '63, and I'm 63 today. So I don't know what that means, man.
I wouldn't get on a flight. If I was you. I mean, if you don't spend the night in the 13th floor.
I was thinking going over to Tunica though.
Yeah, no,
don't do that.
No,
I don't think that. Yeah,
for every reason.
Okay, but I'm kidding about that. But I have 3 siblings and no twins. So my mom and dad had 4 babies, and 3 of the 4 of us had March 6th as our birthday.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4, no C-section. 3 out of the 4,
right. No.
And you were like almost a runner-up for the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, I think the record was at one time 5 natural-born children to one couple.
Right.
You know, on the same day. On the same day.
Right.
On the same day. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We didn't make the Guinness Book of World Records, and you know, kind of disappointed my parents that didn't keep trying, you know, sort of gave up there in terms of
they got out the race.
They could have had the record, but they I don't want to say they quit, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I do know.
I just wish they'd given it just a couple more kids.
Right.
You know, a couple more kids.
Well, and you know what? Not only did you get gypped on getting into Guinness Book of World Records, I'm guessing everybody had to kind of share a birthday.
We did.
One
we
cake.
Did. No, it's one skating rink day. That's all it was. Everybody, my little brother got thrown in there at 1 year old. He was 1, I was 9.
Yeah.
My sister was 8.
We're gonna say this is all y'all's birthday. Happy birthday. Let's pat everybody on the head. Happy birthday.
It's a combo.
Share this gift.
It's kind of like those people who are born on Christmas.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? They just. All right, Trivia Friday is on American Family Radio. Tim, Jonathan, and JJ. Ed's away today, and Jonathan's aptly filling in for him. So it's first-time callers only. And what's the phone number, Jonathan, for folks to call in? And so you're only eligible to call in if you've never got on the air with us today. That's what today is for. Go ahead.
That's right. The phone number is 888-589-8840. I'll give it one more time for those of you that may not understand the redneck.
Say it slowly for people in the South, okay?
888-589-8840.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, first-time callers only today on the program. So line up, get on the air, ask and answer. That's what we prefer. You call in, you answer one of our trivia questions, which we're about to give, and then you ask us one. Go ahead, Jonathan. Is that everything? No, we
got a mystery question.
What's that, JJ?
A mystery question. One of these original 9 questions is the mystery question.
Yeah.
If you land on it and answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound.
Yes.
The beloved cowbell. That means you win a hardback copy of this brand new book from Alex McFarland and Bert Harper, 100 Bible Questions and Answers on Prophecy and the End Times.
Yep. And then we have our Learning University t-shirts. Will be ready in about a week, maybe 2. They're coming through the Straits of Hormuz right now, so it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of risky whether we're going to get those shirts or not.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about that. Shouldn't joke about war. I'm not joking about war. I'm just talking about we need to pray for our servicemen and women.
Yes.
who are overseas involved in this conflict/war with Iran. All right, go ahead, Jonathan. What you got, my friend?
All right, well, I've been on here a few times, and I think everybody pretty well knows that at least one of my three first questions are going to be about John Wayne. So,
Only one?
Only one this time.
Only one this time.
True to form, my first question is, in fact, a John Wayne question. John Wayne said that John Wayne said that this 1956 movie he starred in was his favorite role of his entire career, so much so that he named his son after the character he played in this movie.
Wow.
Wow.
What was the name of the movie?
He did movie. John Wayne, I mean, he's one of the top 10 movie stars of the 20th century.
Yes, sir.
Certainly, probably number one or number two with Clint Eastwood. Tied maybe, in terms of westerns.
Mm-hmm.
But so he named his son after a movie he made in 1956.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. What is the name of that movie? All right. Question 2 is a Bible question. Who was the first king of Israel? Who was the first king of Israel?
Good Bible question.
All right. And my third question, what bizarre Independence Day coincidence links U.S. Presidents John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Monroe?
Okay. I got you. I think I know the answer to that.
Yeah, good questions. Here's what I've got. Start out with the Bible question. At many of the most important moments in his ministry, Jesus often allowed the same three disciples. Name them. At many of the most important moments in his ministry, Jesus often allows the same three disciples. Name them. Second question, Phillips and flatheads are types of what? Phillips and flatheads are types of what? Third question, true or false, silly string is outlawed in Mobile, Alabama. Is that true or false? Silly string is outlawed in Mobile, Alabama.
Really?
True or well, maybe not. If it is, everybody can certainly see why.
Oh yeah, no question about it.
Jonathan is like, really?
Yeah.
You see, Tim and I have been friends for 30 years, so it didn't have to make sense.
One of
us throws the ball towards the glass, and the other one doesn't even have to look. They know to grab it and alley-oop it.
And I've just got a puzzled look on my face here.
Hang on, brother. There's more.
Okay.
There's more.
More coming. Well, I'll tell you, you just listen up, Joe Grumpy.
Y'all are going to get me too tickled.
Well, there's got to be more things like this.
I'm not going to be able to.
Who says wah?
Yeah.
That's John Wayne.
No,
He do that when he went out and ordered dinner?
I just do that because it sounds like that's something he should say.
Oh, he didn't say that?
No, that's
JJ imitating.
That's John Wayne English.
Well, you had to go in there, man. I thought he was a wah. I'll take the sirloin wah with some broccoli. Wah. Bring me a lot of butter for my soul. Wah. He didn't do that.
No, but doesn't it sound like him though?
Yeah, sounds just like him.
That's just my little extra I threw in there.
Man, you that was a deep dive. You did it. All right,
I'm not going to make it an hour.
Okay, here we go. Wah. Here we go. All right, so which part of the human body controls balance?
Under normal circumstances?
Yes, under normal circumstances. Which part of the human body controls balance? That makes sense?
Does to me.
Yes, sir.
All right.
In life, in your spiritual condition, everything you can think of.
Controls balance. All right, here we go. Here's my second question. This actor was a star in several Disney movies in the 1970s. He also, give away this is a male, he also starred in the Western Tombstone. Who is he? Who is he? You got that question?
Yes, sir.
This man was in his 20s probably. He was a major star in Disney movies. All right, so, and here's my third question. What state produces the most rice? What state produces the most rice?
Good question.
We produce a lot of rice here in the U.S., and this state produces the most. What state am I talking about? All right, let's go. Who's up first, Jonathan?
We got
or
Dawn.
JJ?
Yeah, we got Dawn from Virginia. Hello, Dawn.
Hi! Oh my God! I cannot believe it. I called first time and actually got on. I'm
Wow.
so excited, and my husband, his name is Terry, and he's the one who actually got me started listening to you guys, and we really appreciate what you guys do and putting out some good, godly listening. So we appreciate it.
Thank you, Donnie. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're on the air with us. And Jonathan's our general manager when he's not doing John Wayne impersonations here. And JJ's been on staff a long time, and we just appreciate very much what you just said.
Yes, Terry, thank you for listening, and thank you for turning Dawn on. Yeah, but Terry's the one that started listening to tell Dawn about it, and thank you both there. Well, Dawn,
We had Tony Orlando.
That's right. We got
and
Tony
now
Orlando.
we got Terry
on deck.
Got Terry and Dawn. You know. So
hey,
we got Dawn detergent.
We love.
I mean, there's just many ways to look at.
We can keep going. Hey, Dawn, we love your enthusiasm. Do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Okay, I do both. One of the questions, there was a couple of them, but the one about the first king of Israel.
Okay. All right. That was one of my questions, Dawn. The question was, who was the first king of Israel?
And that would be Saul.
That is correct.
Nicely done.
Good job.
Thank you for reading your Bible.
Saul was the first
king, head and shoulders taller than everybody else, and actually hiding among the luggage when they were saying, "Saul, come on down." Or that might have been something different. I think that was the game show.
I don't think that's.
I remember reading that part.
Yeah, when Samuel was saying, "Okay, I'm about to introduce him as king," and he was hiding, so he started out humble and faithful, but then I think it went to his head.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn, what's your question for us?
I had it on my mind. It was okay. What was the name of Moses' mother?
Jochebed.
Yes.
I'm answering for the team here.
Well, you know that.
Just to blurt it out.
Yeah. So her name was Jochebed.
Jochebed.
Yeah.
But they called her Bubbles, and I don't know what that has to do with anything. It's just
called her Bubbles.
Yeah, everybody had nicknames. I mean, as far back as the Old Testament, so they called her Bubbles. But I don't think she was crazy about that.
What?
Jochebed.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn, thank you again for listening. You and Terry, God bless you. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, time change this weekend.
Thank you, Dawn, and thank you, Terry.
We spring forward, guys, so don't be late to Sunday school.
Hallelujah. I'm so tired of darkness at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, and then 5:30. Maybe you get 5:30 right now, but it's so starting this Sunday, we get another hour of daylight, huh?
Yes, but we lose an hour. So
I don't care about that. That's like one day. I'm talking about we're getting 8 months of
daylight.
Of some daylight.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Well,
right.
tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I don't think you really.
I don't even know why we had daylight savings time.
Oh, we got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things they can't explain. They don't know when it started, and
Yeah, they keep saying it has something to do with agriculture or farming.
Oh, there's kids out by the bus waiting at the bus stop. You hear whatever. You just hear a different thing. Here's why we started.
Yeah.
But once it started, nobody can stop anything.
Yes. Just one of those things.
Right.
And things of that nature. So, Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. Tim, Jonathan, and JJ. Who's up next?
Tina from
Tina is.
Arkansas.
Wow.
Good morning, Tina.
Good morning.
What part of Arkansas?
Bentonville.
Where is
Bentonville.
it? Oh, yeah.
Up in the northwest.
Walmart country.
Yeah, and Tyson's and University of Arkansas area.
Yeah.
Oh,
all kind of stuff up there.
Tina, do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Both.
Which one you want to answer?
I want to answer the other Bible question about the three.
Yes, ma'am. Here's the question. At many of the most important moments in his ministry, Jesus often allowed the same three disciples. Name them.
Peter, James, and John.
Peter, James, and John.
Good job.
They were the inner circle and among his best friends. No, Jesus doesn't have favorites, but they showed up at the healing of Jairus' daughter. They were there at the Mount of Transfiguration. They were there in the agony of the Garden of Gethsemane, and I don't know where else, but almost all these miracles and everything, Hugo. And there he was, and kept everybody else outside, but allowed Peter, James, and John to be there. Hey,
Yeah, they were like you said, sort of his. They were
Inner
where do you want to call it? Inner circle,
Right,
You wanna call it- where do you listen, Tina? You said.
AFR.
Okay, I mean you listen you already told us that in Bentonville. Okay.
Bentonville, yes, sir.
All right, Tina, we're ready for your question. Fire away.
Well, wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and I also have a sister who was born on my birthday.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but not a twin, right?
Nope.
Yeah, just a sister.
7 years between us.
Okay. Well, when is your birthday?
It's in August.
I know. Okay.
Well, hey, Tina, what's your question for us?
Well, since I live in Bentonville and Walmart is big around here, what is the size of the acreage for the Walmart home office, the new one?
Oh, I saw that being constructed when I was up there about 6 months ago, or a year ago, whenever it was.
I'm gonna take a guess and say it's sitting on 30 acres. And that's just pulling that out of whole cloth.
I don't know. What, John?
I'll say 20 acres.
20 acres. That's a big piece of property.
That is, but we're talking about something.
Yeah,
We're talking about something